Catherine O'Hara moved fluidly between sketch comedy, film, television, and voice acting, building a career that felt both deeply personal and universally beloved. By the time of her passing on January 30, 2026, she had become one of the rare performers whose name alone signaled intelligence, warmth, and fearless comedic instinct. Canadian by birth and proudly so, yet equally woven into American popular culture, O'Hara left behind a body of work that reshaped modern comedy and proved that reinvention was not just possible, but powerful. At the time of her death, Catherine O'Hara's estimated net worth was around $10 million, accumulated through decades of film roles, long-running television success, voice acting, writing, producing, and residuals from projects that remained culturally relevant for generations. Born on March 4, 1954, in Toronto, Catherine and O'Hara grew up in a large Irish Catholic family as the sixth of 7 children. Creativity was not an anomaly in the household, it was part of the air. Her older sister, Mary Margaret O'Hara, would go on to become a respected musician and actress, and Catherine herself gravitated toward performance early. She attended Benhamthorpe Collegiate Institute, graduating in 1974, and even then was known for her sharp wit and fearless presence. Those qualities would soon carry her onto stages far larger than any classroom. Her professional life began in Toronto's legendary comedy institution, the Second City, where she joined in 1974. Immersed in improvisation, she learned not only how to be funny, but how to listen, respond, and build characters from instinct rather than calculation. She briefly served as an understudy for Gilda Radner, an experience that placed her at the heart of a generational shift in comedy. When Radner departed for Saturday Night Live, O'Hara remained, and 2 years later became a central figure in the sketch series Second City Television, better known as SCTV. From 1976 through the early 1980s, SCTV became her creative home. On the show, O'Hara displayed astonishing range, slipping effortlessly between outrageous caricatures and subtle, emotionally grounded figures. She was not only a performer but a writer, helping shape the show's voice and earning a Primetime Emmy Award for her contributions behind the scenes, along with multiple nominations. During a brief transitional period in 1981, she was hired by Saturday Night Live, but the fit proved temporary. Rather than chase prestige, she followed her instincts back to SCTV, later explaining that her departure had nothing to do with conflict and everything to do with knowing where she belonged. As SCTV gained international attention, O'Hara's reputation grew beyond Canada. She balanced television work with voice roles in animated specials and guest appearances across a wide range of shows. By the mid-1980s, Hollywood had taken notice, and she made the leap into film with the same quiet confidence she brought to sketch comedy. Her film career unfolded steadily, never flashy but consistently impactful. She appeared in Martin Scorsese's After Hours and Nora Ephron's Heartburn, proving she could thrive in sharp, adult storytelling. In 1988, she made an indelible impression as Delia Dietz in Beetlejuice, bringing eccentricity and emotional truth to a role that could easily have tipped into parody. That performance cemented her place in popular culture and introduced her to a new generation of fans. 2 years later came Home Alone, the family comedy that would define holiday television for decades. As Kate McAllister, the frantic but determined mother racing across continents to reach her child, O'Hara anchored the film with genuine emotion beneath the chaos. She reprised the role in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, further solidifying her presence in one of the most successful comedy franchises of its era. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, O'Hara became a frequent and cherished collaborator of filmmaker Christopher Guest. In mockumentaries like Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show, A Mighty Wind, and For Your Consideration, she showcased her mastery of improvisation, creating characters that were hilarious, painfully human, and strangely tender. These performances earned her critical acclaim and multiple awards, and they highlighted what many already knew. Catherine O'Hara was one of the finest comic actors of her generation. Alongside live-action roles, she cultivated an impressive career as a voice artist. From Sally in The Nightmare Before Christmas to roles in Chicken Little, Monster House, Where the Wild Things Are, Frankenweenie, Elemental, and The Wild Robot, her voice work revealed another dimension of her talent. She could convey vulnerability, menace, warmth, and whimsy with nothing but tone and timing, making her a sought-after presence in animation well into the final years of her life. television remained a constant thread throughout her career. She appeared in acclaimed series such as 6 Feet Under, Curb Your Enthusiasm, and The Larry Sanders Show, often stealing scenes with minimal screen time. In 2010, her portrayal of Temple Grandin's aunt in the HBO film Temple Grandin earned her an Emmy nomination, further proving her dramatic depth. Then came the role that introduced her to an entirely new global audience. In 2015, O'Hara debuted as Moira Rose in the CBC sitcom Schitt's Creek. What could have been a one-note caricature became, in her hands, a fully realized icon. With her theatrical diction, towering wigs, and unexpected emotional beats, Moira Rose evolved into one of the most celebrated television characters of the 21st century. The show's final season brought O'Hara an extraordinary sweep of awards, including an Emmy, a Golden Globe, a Screen Actors Guild Award, and multiple critics' honors. It was not a comeback so much as a coronation. In her later years, O'Hara continued to work with undiminished enthusiasm. She appeared in Netflix's A Series of Unfortunate Events, Apple TV+'s The Studio, and HBO's The Last of Us, earning Emmy nominations for her final television performances. In 2024, she returned to one of her most famous roles, reprising Delia Dietz in Beetlejuice, a full-circle moment that delighted longtime fans. Over the course of her career, films featuring O'Hara grossed more than $4.3 billion worldwide, a testament not just to box office success, but to cultural staying power. In recognition of her contributions, she was appointed an Officer of the Order of Canada in 2017, an honor she carried with characteristic humility. Beyond the screen, Catherine O'Hara lived a grounded and private life. She once described herself as a good Catholic girl at heart, a phrase that reflected her values more than any public persona. In 1988, she met production designer Bo Welch on the set of Beetlejuice. Their creative partnership soon became a personal one, and they married in 1992. Together, they raised 2 sons, born in 1994 and 1997, and maintained a long, stable marriage that was rare in the entertainment industry. Family, by all accounts, remained her emotional center. O'Hara held dual Canadian and American citizenship and was deeply respected on both sides of the border. In 2021, she was named Honorary Mayor of Brentwood, Los Angeles, a light-hearted recognition that reflected her standing in the community. She also lived with dextrocardia with situs inversus, a rare condition in which her internal organs were reversed, a fact she acknowledged without ever allowing it to define her. On January 30, 2026, Catherine O'Hara died in Los Angeles at the age of 71 after being hospitalized in serious condition earlier that morning. The news sent waves of grief through the entertainment world and among fans who felt they had grown up with her. What remains is a legacy defined by fearlessness, generosity, and craft. Catherine O'Hara did not chase trends, she helped create them. She showed that comedy could be intelligent, that eccentricity could be empathetic, and that a career could grow richer with time. Long after the laughter fades, her work continues to feel alive, reminding audiences that the best performances are the ones that let us see ourselves, strange, flawed, and wonderful, in the mirror. And with that, thanks for watching. Give us a like, share with friends, and please subscribe.